What up? I just got second place at the Greenville Regional. This weekend, it was February 16th, right? 15th, 16th, something like that.
The 17th, I thought.
Sure. I was playing Primite Blue Eyes. This deck just dropped. Structure deck came out like the Wednesday before for us. I'm just super glad I got to play. This deck's really sick. Performed awesome. My one loss, I'll talk about matchups fully in a sec, but my one loss was to first place, like around 6 or 5. So I felt pretty good. 43 card main deck. Start off with the best cards in the deck. Primite Engine. If you aren't playing this, you're kind of broke, personally.
So true, so true.
These are literally like the best cards in the deck. I think Drill Beam is like the reason to play this deck at all. Truly just like the most insane stuff. Even when I saw 0 Blue Eyes cards and my entire hand was like Primite cards, it's fine. Like I felt fine. I was still winning those games. Barrel as a 1-card combo gets you to Drill Beam, Spheres, and eventually full Blue Eyes combo. So like as long as you can just survive one turn, this represents 4 Firms of Follow-Up plus like a searched Kaiser to get you back into combo. Which is a little bit of spice, yeah. There's a little bit of spice because no one plays Kaiser right now, which I think is incorrect. So this is like insane, it's uncuttable. People keep asking me what I would sub out for this, and I just wouldn't. I would just play a different deck if you can't afford that. 3 Sage, 3 Maiden with the Garnet. This felt like good. I never felt like I was... Even if you like draw a ton of Sage, it doesn't brick you. You just mix the Link one to get an extra normal, then summon out and get the search. Every time this effect resolved, it felt like... Or every time it got negated, it felt like the incorrect negate, because I was just searching Valor, which doesn't matter. Then the one Neo Kaiser. I think this is like actually the reason to play the Primite stuff. This felt insane all weekend. Nobody plays this card, and I don't get why.
What does he get you?
Combo.
Yeah, it's a dragon. You search it off of Magnemite that you get off Spheres from the Primite combo. So you summon this out, make it the Link one. It dumps Maiden. Then the Link one dumps and specials out Blue Eyes. Trigger Maiden to summon back and send it off for the continuous trap, which just like once that card sticks to the field, you've won the game, hands down.
How many times did you send Maiden from field and your opponent be like, wait, you can send that card from field?
Every time I got to the point of starting to play with that line, people just scooped. They saw Maiden hit the field to Blue Eyes and they just knew it was game, which is, correct. Then the Double Dragon. Honestly, been thinking about cutting it down to 1. He's not like a great draw. He is a free discard. He's a reveal for a Drill Beam, so he's not like the worst thing, but obviously you would rather him be a lot of other cards.
How many times did you get to the point where you could actually Mausoleum dump one so you would actually need the second one in deck?
I mean, Maz can send from hand, so it wasn't like that huge of an issue, but I think the second one in deck did come up enough where I wouldn't cut it. If anything, I would maybe play like 1 in a Jet, which I do want to talk about the cards I wasn't playing that I've been thinking about. Triple Wishes. I see people cut this down to 2 because their big thing is like, oh, it eats Ash Blossom, and that just like, oh, it negs you so much. I want this to be Ash Blossom so my Lordly Load can resolve. Lordly Load is the real thing you care about, so I'm fine if this eats Ash. Then I'm playing the 2 targets. Probably going to move Majesty to the side. Maybe just like run the 4 or play a second Roar, because a second Roar did come up a lot today. Then the 1 Maz. Not much to say about these, you kind of just have to run them. Again, maybe would play a second Roar just to have more targets for the Wishes, because there are scenarios where your True Light is just dead, because you don't have a way to like set this, then use it to search to get like back into your 9 engine. But it didn't come up enough for me to like actually like bump up to 45. I think I would just end up like shaving other Garnets. 1 Prosp. Felt good when I saw it. In testing, it really sucked because my extra was different. So I would just like Prosp for 6 and then my entire grind game dies. That didn't actually end up happening today.
You didn't sit facing a nib token?
No, it kept coming up, and guy standing behind this camera knows. Every time I was in testing, I would prosp and then like get behind a really big nib token that I just couldn't out anymore. Then like the rest of the deck is non-engine. It's like 17, 18 non-engine, but a lot of your engine is secretly engine. Like these 3 are just, or these 4 cards are just engine cards. Mag, you get off the Primate engine to go full Blue Eyes combo with the Kaiser. Then Valor's a normal summon. Just like gets you into a 9 or your double summon. Very, very good. You search this like 2 to 3 times throughout the combo if you do go uninterrupted. Then triple nib. I am playing the Crimson package, so I wanted to test 3 nib. Honestly, would never play the Crimson package ever again. It felt horrible. Every time I thought about making it, I just immediately got nibbed, or I was like, oh, it's better just pass on Double Spirit. To either do the Crimson on their turn, where they just like ulti-slayered or something, so I couldn't end up doing the Crimson line, or just like there was better stuff to be doing. Like if you get to Double Spirit, it wins you anyway, so I play Crimson. But nib felt good though. I'd still probably main it even without the utility of it being half of a 12. Double Fua. These are the only Charmies I'm playing. I don't think it should be 3 Fua. First of all, shout out to my goat, Alan, who owns the store Cardfox Gaming. Come check out Cardfox Gaming. Cardfox Gaming, YGO. It's an amazing YouTube channel if you haven't heard, one of the best. Yeah.
Cardfox Gaming?
Yeah, I'm talking about Cardfox Gaming. Hey, you all know about Cardfox? How you know about Cardfox Gaming? Absolutely, dude. Store's great. Come check it out. Borrowing these from Alan. They were really good all day. Drew against Malice, and it's Malice. A bad Malice player will instantly scoop to Fua. So just play against the bad ones, yeah. Hi, awesome. Triple Ash. This card was good. I used it to Ash Fua a lot. I think I Ashed a Purelia once too. I am playing, I'll just skip it. I'm playing Purges, which these did conflict. A lot of people think if you're playing Purge, you just don't play Mag like at all. But I would never do that. Those people are bad. You're bad. Purge, honestly, my highest value Purge today was purging my opponent's Mag on my turn. When they drop it, effect a search, I would just purge it. It dies because I have like an Infirm or something in grave. I did that like twice in one game. It was insane. These did conflict more than the Mag though. I would like purge and then realize I have an Ash, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm just fucking stupid. Because I've never played a Purge deck before. It's definitely just testing if you're playing it. Triple Imperm. In testing, this was really, really bad actually. Because it was either like I had like a Mag or the Nibs or Phantasme or something. Or I would get full combo, which eats like 4 of your back row slots, and then I would have like double Imperm or Imperm called by or Imperm Purge. And I just had to pick which ones I actually cared about. So I would maybe cut this down in the future. Maybe shave it down to like 2. I was basically always siding out of 1 or 2 going first for that scenario. But it was like fine. There were a lot of times you can like Imperm Detonator, and that's the real thing you care about with this card. One called by. This was the Fiendsmith engine exactly. There was no like one hand trap I cared about enough, outside of like Shifter, I guess. But this is just to like hit Lacrima on your turn. That's the deck. 43. It's like 17 starters, 18, 17 non-engine. Felt really insane. I'll talk about the extra next. Extra, Triple Spirit. I see people play 2. I don't get why. I would probably always play 3. I think the 3rd came up like more than half of my matches today. So it just like felt super, super solid. I would definitely check out my targets though when I get to those. The 1 Spirit ult. A 2nd came up like a few times to the point where I've been thinking about playing a 2nd. But it's whatever. This card's nuts. You can use it to like cycle back the Tyrant on your turn. So you just start your turn with Battle Phase, Tyrant, clear the board, set your back your
Also
graveyard.
just stop Bestials
Yeah.
for some ungodly reason.
If you do get to like double Spirit and they try to Bestial something out of your graveyard, then you can just like chain this, the Bestial fizzles, you win. That felt good. This was the super shout to Jackson. This was the lastest minute addition in the deck, was Moonlight. I made this once in my final game of my final match, and I don't even think it was like fantastic. So I probably wouldn't I probably wouldn't play it in the future. It's just like something you can theoretically make with the Bestial. And also like it's good going 2nd because you can drop it, bounce something, then when your opponent drops a Bestial on their turn, you can like bounce something again. It was fine. Lightstorm. I see people say the only targets you need for Spirit is like this as your Spirit package. I didn't make Lightstorm at all during the entire regional. I didn't make it once. I didn't think about it once. I don't even think it would have been great that often. It's like for the mirror match, but so much of your deck is dedicated to being like mirror breakers. Like Spirit and the Purge are both like already insane in the mirror. You side into like crossouts and stuff, so I don't fully understand it. I guess I'll keep it in because it is theoretically super insane, but it's also like kind of win more. I don't know. Definitely one of the things I'm considering taking out. This package sucked. This never happened once. It's the high roll option. but your high roll option already wins the game of like double spirit, drill beam, seals. I don't think you need more than that. This was the Pross banishes throughout the entire day. There's nothing to do with these. That's the whole synchro package. Trying to think what I wasn't on. I was thinking about playing Malong and Aggregator as both Metaltronus and Slayer targets. And Malong even having the utility of being a 6 you can make off of the Spirit. So you can like summon out Malong, normal, make Moonlight, then bounce 2 cards, which was good. It is fine. I liked what I played over that, I think. For the links, double Spirit. You make the first one to get Field Spell. Then more than anything, the second one is just a Reborn. Like turn 3, you guaranteed get Barrel back, normal it out, make this. Then this gets you Blue Eyes, which gets you Maiden back, which gets you a 9, which threatens, Paradise and back row off the Light Storm and Monster off the Moonlight. So I think 2 is probably mandatory. If you're playing Ulti Fusion, which I'll get to in a second. If you're playing Ulti Fusion, you could go down to 1, play like second Tyrant, but it felt nuts. Same with Spheres. I would maybe even play 3 of Spheres going forward. I kept putting it back, just because I kept wanting stuff to end on in like my low ceiling games. Like my round 1, I was just playing Primite Control, right? Like it would just be like, okay, cool, Blue Eyes attack, Magnuma attack, Spheres, next turn, Blue Eyes attack, Barrel attack, Spheres, Magnuma put it back, next turn, something attack, Spheres, like over and over again until I just chipped them away, which is fine. Again, might play 3 of this, might play Lina in the future. That's definitely my biggest takeaway from this event, is just play like another Link guy. Might be like Lina or SP instead of the Cypher package. Typhon, I made this once the whole day and it kind of sucks. Would maybe keep playing it though, just because it is super good into Ryzeal, but the whole deck's good into Ryzeal, so it's kind of win more. Then the Fusions felt good. I don't know. Tyrant's good. My one judge call the entire day was table 1. I went Spirit ult, summon back Tyrant, and then the dude was like, no, you can't do that. It works like Necroquip where it's summoned. So we went through like 4 judges to try and convince him you can summon Tyrant back. Whatever, card's insane. Tyrant is a house by itself. There's sometimes you just pass on it to like the next turn. It's just Raigeki that sets your graveyard. The side deck, there's some more spice in the side deck. There's a little bit of tech in here. There's a little bit of spice in the side deck. They don't know about the generic Floodgate everyone plays. This was insane. Even when this wasn't resolving to set Secret Village, this forces like every hand trap in the game. Because once you stick this on the board, that forces like Veilers and Nibs and like Imperms stray in their hand. So even when I wasn't like, okay, I'll just like get it down, set this, win the game. This is still, I don't want to commit to like my True Light summon back and my Maiden effect. I'll just make this as my first synchro, like Spirit into this, then this forces out the Nib over Spheres. But that felt good. Triple Lancia, because it's Yu-Gi-Oh! I guess some more spice. I chose to play Phantasme over more Charmies, like Purelia or Meowls. Phantasme, good card. I didn't draw this slot once today, so I would not know how good it is. I brought it in for like every matchup. I'll get to like my most common side cards after. But I brought this in for Ryzeal, Fiendsmith, and Malice. Didn't draw once, wouldn't know. Good card, I guess. Then the rest of the side is crossout stuff. Triple crossout. I was siding into double Ghost Ogre, both for the mirror, but also as my crossout target. Then these are both for crossout. Again, I brought in Talents a ton. My most sided cards throughout the whole day were like this, going second as my baseline for a side deck. Oh, man. Who said that? This is like my most common going second side, just because like this is good against everything. Then from here you kind of customize. It's you just like keep this if it's Ryzeal Fiendsmith. If it's Blue Eyes, you probably bring in Ghost Ogres. And then if it's Malice, you bring in Lancias over the Ogre, which you have like by far the most to side in against Malice going second. Then my going first patterns were usually this 7, and then maybe bring in Duster if I know it's like Breaker Malice. Which I did get to cross out a Duster today, which is fun. Yeah, that's it. That's it for the main deck. Closing thoughts. The main 3 cards I was considering the most throughout the day were Ulti Fusion, It's just like another wishes target is super important to have because you run out super quickly, but still want to keep like searching Sage every turn. Master was another one I was testing a lot, both as a way to, again, like add back Master, then Master can trigger in hand, but also as, it's just like Reborn in the graveyard, it shuffles back as cost to Reborn any Blue Eyes monster, so you can like get back Spirit and then keep using it as a negate. In Jet Dragon for the Ryzel matchup, because you can make Lina, crash it, add Jet, Jet will then trigger in hand to summon, then can swing into Detonator to bounce it. So it's like a completely unrespondable way to out Detonator on a Link 2, which was super important. But I'll definitely keep tinkering with the list. Probably not going to keep it like this for very long. My matchups were, I think, Double Malice, a White Forest, a 10 pile, whatever you call it, like 10 pie Fiendsmith Bestial, then like 5 more. Or no, it was 1 Blue Eyes, then 4 Ryzel Fiendsmiths, like back to back to back to back. But that was cool. Ryzel Fiendsmith's like your best matchup in this deck. I don't even know, I can't even like place my finger on it, it just is. Like it feels unlosable. Malice is kind of scary, the mirror is free, because I'm better than all the other Blue Eyes players. And then, I don't even remember what the other one was. Like White Forest, that deck's bad. I don't even care about that deck. I like fooed him and then he stared at me for a while. Yeah, that's it.